While your latest novel has been taking the world by storm, it's important not to forget that your previous novel, Beneath the Lion's Gaze, is also absolutely brilliant. I just reread it. At one point in that novel, your character Hailu thinks to himself, "It is God we need to question, to interrogate, to beg for answers." In another spot, the character Sophia asks, "Who is this God I pray to? Who is he to do this to a small boy?" Have you known many Ethiopians to interrogate God in this way? Or is this more just a reflection of the horrible brutality of the military junta in 1974?
Ethiopia has been a very religious country. For centuries, there's a large Christian population, there's a large Muslim population. There was, until massive airlifts, there was a solid number of Ethiopian Jews as well. There's still a small community, but they're now most of them are now in Israel. And then within that, you also have indigenous religions. But I think Ethiopians still, whatever religion they practice, they are religious. And my awareness of what was happening during the 1974 revolution was also informed by the questions that many of these revolutionaries were asking. I mean, some of them were socialists, Marxists, and they were really wondering about the place of religion in Ethiopia and the way that religion might have become the opiate of the people, the way it might have, it wasn't a liberation, a religion of liberation. This was a religion that said, stay where you are, because where you are is where God wants you. And I know that there was a generation of Ethiopians who started to question that in the 70s. And I wanted to reflect that, not only in Hailu's words, but also in some of the other characters. But I find that it was interesting for Hailu to say this, because he's of that generation that would have been more deeply ingrained in the religious norms and practices of Ethiopia. And for him as a doctor to confront violence, I really believe that anyone who sees this has to wonder, where is God in all of this? And we know that those questions were being raised in my research in World War II was raising this question. When everybody saw the atrocity, they said, where was God? And I think we're seeing some of this in the pandemic. Like, where is God when the people who, no one needs to be dying, but it's the people who are the most poor and the most vulnerable who are succumbing to not only the disease, but to inequalities and to racist laws. I'm sure people are saying, where is God?